Hello, once again, I am Grubfist. Welcome back to my Avowed Let's Play. Last time, we went to the next area. The place we're going to is Fior something. Animancer land, really. Also, some assholes Hungaric, and I will never forget this. Also, it came to my attention that it's possible I did not recruit a companion that I had an opportunity to recruit. I think I have seen basic images of all four companions in the game's promotional art and stuff when I was looking into the game originally, and it occurs to me that it is possible that the healer lady who gave us like a clean bill of health early on in the game might actually be a companion. It's hard to say because that hairstyle is used on a lot of characters. Um, but she would round out the party, wouldn't she? Because we have a Kai is like a tank, Marius is like a physical damage dealer who uses both a bow and knives, and then I forgot her name, but the lady we just met, who I'm pretty confident becomes a companion. I don't think we've recruited her yet, but she wanted a pot. She's like a wizard, so I think that would work out. All right, so I'm gonna turn the music back on. We had sound, just not music. This epic music, I didn't want it. I didn't want it to drown out me because it's so much cooler than me and all that. Anyways. Let's continue. I might need to go back. And check out Parodies. Things are deteriorating over there, though. Also, do I need a healer? I don't know that I need a healer, so maybe not do it as the first thing, you know? Fior something Iverno. That was the place, right? Man, they're bringing up a lot about Wide Web. I wonder if he's gonna be like very relevant. Oh man. All right, I gotta turn that fan off. Pure mess Iverno. Pure mess Iverno. Okay. Oh yeah, we got another one of those fancy lighthouses. So yeah, maybe we don't need to immediately turn around and go back to Paradise. But if we go back to Paradise, I need to remember. Wait a second. Hold up a second. So how does this work? I feel like I want to... Okay. So we were here. Oh wow, there's like a lot of zones, isn't there? This is a pretty big game actually, in theory, because this is obviously a zone, this is obviously a zone, this looks like a zone, this looks like a zone, this looks like a zone. This is probably a zone. I don't know that this would be. There's too much water. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4 question mark. 5, 6. No, this is probably 1. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 6, 7, 8. I don't know. There could be as many as 10 zones. It's hard to say, but because I mean, some of this is just going to be background stuff, probably. Like, I mean, almost certainly the big path isn't going to matter a huge amount. These mountains with the clouds, yeah, no, that's nothing. You know, obviously some bits of this are nothing. There's a big gorge there, but the really confusing thing to me is we started here. And to get here, which is northwest, we went out along this bridge. Okay, so... which we accessed from down in the southeast corner. So... this map seems almost a little off. No, I don't want to travel to down short. So I guess we want to cross this bridge, which was a very cool bridge. And then I guess we went up this path over to here. And somehow arrived in the southeast end of the zone? I feel like whoever made this bigger map wasn't told about the smaller maps and where you exit them. But anyways, we did a lot of it off screen, which is definitely a very important part of that. Which I'm just a little confused exactly how we exited in the very southeast to get to a bridge that was straight east, and then came out on a path on the northeast side of this territory, but are somehow down in the southeast. That's the bit that's really confusing, because I mean, going from one zone to another through like a big path that you don't... whatever. I'm getting too hung up on it. It doesn't matter.
Hand in hand, they toil, and the earth gives him.
Oh, more of this stuff. Has anyone figured out how to get rid of it?
What stuff? I'm glad I'm glad our voice friend has discovered the concept of farming.
Here they come.
Oh, is that the stuff? Oh yeah, we still got our initial load. Oh god! Still got our initial loading lag here.
Tilmes metum.
Give me some health.
Tilmes metum.
What's that?
God, this is like exceptionally bad right now. Game, what do I need to do to give you a moment? Like, I'm okay just sitting and waiting, but like, you gotta put some effort into this, you know? There we go. All right.
Everybody all right?
We can eat these mushrooms that are also people? Or are these extra mushrooms that grow on the mushrooms that are also people? I don't know. I don't know that I like it either way, honestly. It makes me think of like harvesting foot fungus or something out of a person.
As if people weren't hungry enough.
Hello, farmers. I should probably put away my flaming sword. On account of I don't mean you any harm.
You told us that animancy would save our crops, and now look, spoiled on the vine. The apes won't even touch them.
Oh.
Animancy is a process. We're talking about a delicate metaphysical ecosystem.
Machines everywhere, and none of them are doing a lick of good.
Be patient and things will get better, I promise.
I doubt because of you, though. We need some protagonist nonsense in here. Oh. That's a big mushroom man.
seek.
Oh no! He doesn't care about my lightning.
Defend. Seal mess meat hold.
Got some poison on the ground. Got a Marius. God, it's such a big target. Slap, slap, bonk. And once I'm done lagging,
With a good team.
it's really easy to hit. Spoiled apples. Well, I'm sure no one will care if I take the spoiled ones. Where's the farmers? I guess out there. Where's the people who live here? Hello? Nope, my eyes need to adjust. Oh, out go the rats. Goodbye, rats. Oh, are you coming back? You're coming back. Alright, well, you know, not sure you know what you want to do here. Little rats. A treasure map. Alright, so under the lighthouse, bridge, waterfall, some kind of wooden construction on a cliff, but it's on the cliff below that, possibly a crystally thing, and right above a camp. Very good. I'm just going to steal that painting. There's no place for art in the living lands gone mad. Once this was a haven of free expression and research, but our voices have been silenced, our defiance stilled, our colors blended to obscurity. If you still have hope, find and carry my paintbrush. Perhaps you can succeed where I failed. So is the treasure map to get his paintbrush? Is that what I'm getting out of this? There's a paintbrush here. There's several paintbrushes here. Resistant. Boxes thought they could get away from me, the great box destroyer. Ta-da! Look, I came out that door. Okay. Did the mushrooms fuck up all those machines? Are they offended by the machines? Or did people just go like fuck it and leave this farm alone? I'm just like, man, I sure gotta get to the town on my official mission to the town. Better stop and rob all these homes. Or maybe I could just get back on the path. Stop fucking around on these muddy farms. What is this? I don't like this. This looks of Dream Scourge. This is the shit I see at the corner of my vision whenever Voiso talks. Voicey? I don't know. Lockpicks! It's a pig! How you doing, piggy? That's a big old piggy. That's a huge old piggy.
What do you mean that's all you've got? Last week you said there'd be grain.
I know what I said, but we only have so much to go around.
Are the animals starving as well? Or are they sipping tea?
Take it up with the governor. I don't make the rules. Go home. Lay traps in the woods and play for game. I can't help it.
Alright, well it sounds like those people are about to fight.
I told you before. If I had grain, I'd give it to you. I know times are hard.
The crop.
Godlike.
Alright, well, it seems I am not needed to resolve an imminent problem there of violence. So I guess we will go get back to the far more gradual problem of their lack of food. What is this? Due to structural instability caused by a recent sinkhole activity, this building is condemned until further notice. Valerie, if you're reading this, please speak with Governor Vidaro for more information on relocation. As tempting as it may be to ignore the issue after so long on the road, please be mindful it's not safe here and you will be looked after. Equipment upgrade available. Yeah, I've been finding a lot of things. What is this? Oh, an iron river gun, okay. Just sitting there. Oh, hello.
Gods, what do I tell Sovia? What do I tell the children? It's not bad enough that their mother a little earlier and you'd have beaten the other bandits to my crops. But I guess that's on you, isn't it?
What? Now you tell me what you lost instead of insulting me.
I left the whole pile right here. Enough food, good food, safe food to get us through the next few months.
I only stole some
I
upgrade
went inside
materials.
just for a moment. The bandits took everything. This was probably her last harvest. There's not a damn thing left to eat.
Is there no other way to get food for your family, like the food that I'm carrying in my inventory?
Fior's grain commission offered to open their stores, but I'm not lining up to take it. We can fend for ourselves.
Are you
At
sure?
least when we don't have freeloaders coming for everything we've got.
There's no shame in charity.
It's not charity. It's an insult. I provide for my family, same as my father did.
No, it's charity.
If he saw me living on handouts, he'd be spinning in his grave.
Well, maybe he was an asshole. I'll bring that stolen food bag, though.
When they ran away, I saw them following the river north. They're probably hiding up there, waiting to steal from someone else.
Good. I'm sure
You
they
come back
didn't
with
steal
my
it due to
crops,
their own
and
overwhelming
I'll give
hunger.
you whatever I can. You can't put a price on survival.
Can't wait to find out that these people have never stolen anything in their lives except now because they're desperate for food and, Alright, up the river, huh? Where's the river? Which river? That river? That river? If it's... I'd imagine it's up here somewhere. Is there a... Oh, wow, no, they mean that river. Damn, that is far. Okay. I wonder I couldn't see it. Got another note on a door. They're giving me a lot of Eye of Rimmergons. Notice of move. Those seeking the inhabitants of this building may find their new domicile within the walls of Fior Iverno. Living outside the walls has simply become too dangerous. By order of Governor Vidaro, this property is to remain vacant until further notice. Yeah, so it definitely looks like big old vines are straight up attacking the buildings directly. Like, they could be popping out anywhere, and they're like, nope, in the center of this building to rip it apart. Voice, what do you know of this shit? Because this reminds me of the weird murder bear area. That whole area was being choked by vines.
I really don't think you can deny that everything wrong in Fior obviously comes from using animancy.
We don't use animancy on our farms in Dodge. Our forests aren't trying to kill us.
I don't know what you want from me. The other animancers and I are just doing the best we can to survive.
Fior will be better able to survive if they accept help from the adherents.
The adherents have already made great strides in bringing order to Paradise.
You got a
I
point.
just want to go home without being harassed.
Radier can help everyone if you would just let us be
You
in
showed up at a
charge.
bad time.
Did I?
Word of advice: give a wide berth to the governor's manor. Giatta's about to tear that poor man a new one.
Who is Giatta?
One of our animancers. She's bright as a spark, but a mite confrontational.
That might be our...
She came storming up the
fourth
hill with a
companion.
wheelbarrow full of spoiled crops. Then the shouting started.
Animancers fighting? This I have to see.
This isn't the first time Giatta's put the governor in his place, but it might be the last.
What are they fighting about?
Look around. The town's overgrown, the crops are dying. What's not to fight about?
Just take a blessed day look outside. Doesn't take a genius to see this place is rolling downhill.
You don't have to be rude,
The governor's
Marius.
manor is on the far side of town.
It was just
You
a
can't miss it.
question.
Just follow the sound of foul language.
That sounds like... I'm pretty sure foul language would be everywhere right
Looking
now.
forward to seeing what it looks like when animancers fight.
Are you looking forward to it? Because I feel like it could get really fucking terrifying and weird. I mean, we were reading about the animancers in, you know, Golden Man's Lair, and they were doing shit like making abominations that are multiple souls crafted together and shit. I don't know that I want to see that. Sicken their monsters on each other or whatever. So Galawain's Tusks will probably be another area we go to. Since it's popped up as a loading screen, it's been mentioned a lot. Hello.
Ah, the Emperor's envoy. Come to interfere in Steel Garrote business again?
Why, yes. That depends. Are you doing something that requires my interference?
Certainly not. Besides, I have no more business in Fior. If you're here to speak with Vidaro, I'm afraid you'll find the governor is quite beyond reason.
Really?
These Valians and their love of animancy.
Because in my experience, it's the Steel Garrote who hasn't been really willing to reason. Perhaps the diplomacy should be left to diplomats, Captain.
Fair enough, envoy. Talk to the man all you'd like. When diplomacy fails, the Steel Garrote will be ready to ensure the safety of Adiran interests.
Very good. What are you talking about?
We all have our part to play, envoy. Until later.
What are you talking
As
about?
subtle as a broadside.
I ask.
Does
While one...
subtle mean something different outside of Solace?
What are you talking about? I ask, while having read the plans for the Steel Garrote have to destabilize this area and then take control. Or take control of this area because it is destabilized, or something to that effect. I will not take their meat from right out in front of them. I will not take their meat from right out in front of them. The bounty board! Hello?
And all godlike. I've heard whispers that one of your kind was here in the living lands. It is a pleasure to meet you. In case it wasn't clear, I'm the point of contact for anyone with bounties to turn in.
It was very clear.
So turn to me if you have any to claim.
I'm excited.
Officially, I am one of the many researchers here. My specialty is in the anatomy of the many species of Eora.
Alright, I didn't read my line there and I should have. Whatever, I asked what her role was. Why are you here instead of researching?
If you must know, Vulpinet, these bounties are more pressing than my research. Someone had to be chosen to man the board. That person happens to be me. At least some of these bounties result in interesting specimens to study.
I'll be honest, I thought that would be the main reason. The interesting specimens.
I hope to see you soon.
Ah, shit, I didn't get to see what Aratagori means. Beldereno! We're to be given for killing the Earth Blight, known as Beldereno. A number of rangers and settlers perished in a natural disaster, and now their souls are bound together in agony, incarnated as the Blight. Please put them out of their misery. Jesus fucking Christ. What in the shit? I don't like it in Animancy land.
Oh, those poor souls. Please bring them peace, Saimiko. Becoming part of a blight is not a fate I would wish upon my worst enemy.
The Trantons. Notorious Tranton bandit gang located in the western forest. These outlaws are responsible for a number of raids on outlying farms. Someone needs to ensure these raids end for good.
Oh, the Trantons. A bunch of batzos, if you ask me.
Batzos.
But they are dangerous, I'll admit. Watch yourself out there.
Bunch of batzos, if you ask me, but they are dangerous. So batzo must be like idiot or something to that effect, like fool. Because otherwise she wouldn't follow up with something like, but they are dangerous. Right? Old Nuna, another bear. Another fucked up bear. Rewarded again for killing an ancient and dangerous bear that has taken up residence within the grotto. Some citizens familiar with the region's history recognize this bear as Old Nuna, a beast responsible for the deaths of many rangers. Alright then, so it was a dangerous bear before, and now it's been, like, corrupted?
Be careful with Old Nuna. I have a theory that her longevity and hardiness are due to an inordinate suffusion of essence.
Okay. Dilamgan. Okay, this seems like it's not a name, but like a creature type? Or would be given for killing a group of Dilamgan. Okay, yeah, see, within the western forests. They've been acting more aggressive lately, attacking rangers on patrol and researchers out in the field. So these things aren't typically known for being extremely hostile? But this is a human-like picture.
Ah, those Delamgan. They're not evil, it is just in their nature to push back against the expansion of civilization. Still, survival of the fittest and all that, eh?
Alright. Fletchia's dispatch. Wanted Sansa, cartographer in Paradise, has reported his assistant Fletchia missing in the Emerald Stair. A reward will be offered for the return of Fletchia's cartographic notes. Below is her last correspondence posted to provide clues to her whereabouts. Good day to you, Sansa. I hope this letter finds you well. Please report new progress on my charts of the Emerald Stair. Taken up near a curious ruin that the locals called Nakutedek. Godless, perhaps? I will note it. Such architecture I have never seen. I know I should be diligent to focus on my work, but I cannot help worrying that my presence here is a burden. Though the Fiorians welcomed me warmly, it is clear they have fallen on hard times. I hope to finish quickly. I am yet another mouth to feed. Okay. Nothing to say here? Alright. Zareps. Order to begin for killing the Zareps have taken up residence at the abandoned farms northwest of Fior. If those farms are ever to be reclaimed, the Zareps will need to be driven away from the land. To claim your reward, return appropriate kills to Martella. Okay, blah blah blah. I will take all of those bounty pictures. No one else can have one. I will be the one to do it, or no one will be the one to do it. Give me all the rewards. This is a tea shop. Hello?
Would you care for a refreshment?
Do you have tea?
If you are looking for sanctuary, you have found it. The Gifted Magpie is a house of calm, rational discussion. We have only 2 rules of conduct. Maintain dignity and speak in a soft tone of voice.
He does have a very soft tone of voice. Something going on around here?
To put it gently, yes. Giatta Castel is giving our governor a piece of her mind.
Alright.
Loud enough to rattle the windows.
I see.
Animancers are miracle workers, but their work breeds obsession, rivalry, and bitter disagreement.
Okay. It does?
Consider the dream scourge. One crisis, many ways to manage it, all of them frustrating in their contradictions. This tea house is where troubled minds come to approach problems from a quieter angle.
I see. Sounds like you're running a public service.
Fior Iverno values individualism, but I much prefer to focus on the health of the community. Now, will there be anything else?
Why is this place called the Gifted Magpie?
Believe it or not, this building was once my father's grain warehouse.
Oh.
One day, a magpie landed on the rafters and spoke fluent Valian to anyone who would listen.
What did it say?
Among other things, it told my father the recipe for a blueberry tart. Popular item until the recent troubles. Helia is the goddess of birds and creativity. Yes, the spiritual significance of a talking magpie is debatable. But the tale inspired others to make this a haven of creativity. And so, here we are.
Okay. What happened to the magpie?
Who knows? Either it flew away on bad business, or it was just a metaphor to begin with. A good story knows where to end itself. The bad ones all end in grief.
Can I order some tea?
Regrettably, we are out of tea.
Oh.
My stockpile is exhausted, and the harvest has not kept up with demand. We have other goods for sale, if you care to peruse them. Trinkets I have collected over the years.
All right. I kind of want to be like, no tea in a tea house, but I mean, all the farms are having problems. All the farms are having problems. All right. This treasure map costs $7.59. You think I'll get $7.59 worth of monies out of it? He's got the milks. It would have been really funny to me if there was just tea. War Mage's bracers. 15% shock damage. Minus 10% ability essence cost. I like the sound of that. Delicate-looking golden bracers are in actuality quite durable. Channeling electricity while wearing them is drastically more potent. It should only be done so if there is a thick layer of clothing between the bracers and their wearers. When particularly powerful spells are channeled, however, the gold can grow so hot that it scorches the wearer even through their clothing. You know, I was really interested, and now I'm less interested. Hey, this is really useful, but also you will burn yourself constantly. I don't want to. I don't want to burn myself constantly. Practical pockets. Good ranger is prepared for any challenge. The best ranger has snacks on hand. Now that I've retired, I have no further need for my coat of many pockets. Use it in good health, though mind the crumbs and the smell of cheese. Also something I don't particularly feel like I want to pay for. Alright, let's... They're not doing a good job of selling this stuff to me, you know? Let's... sell... gem. Like, would you like to pay money to find a treasure? Sure. What is the treasure? Well, you see, it is an old jacket full of crumbs and smelling of cheese. Oh, you know what? Maybe I don't want to buy the map to find that. Maybe I wouldn't want to buy that directly for the same amount of money, in fact. That just really doesn't sound like something I would want to buy or own. War Mage's bracers do seem neato, but shock damage only? Ability essence cost is really nice, but I also do like the gloves I am using currently for their ability cast speed, so I feel like the War Mage's bracers aren't enough to tempt me yet. I think we might find something better. I'm curious about them. I'm intrigued.
My invention is guaranteed to enlarge your essence.
My essence, huh?
A moment of your time, my friend. Tell me, what do you know about your soul?
It's kind of got thorns in it. Not as much as I would like.
Correct. Your soul is an ancient, wondrous thing, suffused with lifetimes of rich, delicious memory. But it's tired, my friend, heavy with the burden of generations and too weak to survive another turning of the wheel.
That's a bold statement. How much do I pay you to lighten my soul?
That's the beauty of it. The first treatment's on the house. The moment you entered the city, I calibrated my invention to the highest setting and attuned it to your soul.
Awful convenient.
So tell me, how do you feel? Better already, huh?
I feel fine, I guess.
Of course you do. That's what healthy feels like.
It's also how I felt when I entered this area to begin with.
About all the benefits of animancy. Enjoy your soul.
You have a thing for sticking your head in the bear's mouth, don't you?
I was just curious what her con was.
Look at these crops. Look at your city. The Dream Scourge is laying waste to our home.
There is no Dream Scourge in Emerald Stair.
The land begs to differ, and I can prove it.
We
can Giatta on the left there? Yep. That
we are
looks
discussing
like
it now.
Character from art also. But again, some of them do look quite alike, and I don't remember it very well. Hello, Ignacy Vidaro.
How can you ignore what's right in front of you? The Dream Scourge is here, in the soil. and it's killing us.
Pretty convenient that they're all facing me.
Oh my goodness. Are you a godlike?
Sorry to interrupt, I'm also looking into the Dream Scourge.
In that case, you're right on time.
Maybe you can talk some sense into our governor. Put the fear of the gods in him.
Maybe.
Tempers are high, but I don't see any assassins. Yet.
Excuse me, but unless you have official business, I'll thank you not to involve yourself in our private discussion.
Well, it is happening in the middle of the street. I'm gonna dare an envoy. Is that official enough?
Very well. I hope you remember that behind these walls, your influence has limits.
My influence has limits
I'm
everywhere
sure
I
he
go,
didn't
but I
come
sure
all
will
this
push
way
them.
just to challenge your authority. As you can see, I was just proving a point to our esteemed governor.
A cart full of spoiled vegetables. You call that a point?
Ha! Emerald Stair used to be a lush garden for miles around, and now I don't even recognize it.
It's very muddy.
First came the invasive species, roots and mycelium growing overnight, as though nature itself had gone mad. The Dream Scourge has twisted our lands, our wildlife, and now our farms.
That's why I'm here. Perhaps an animancer can help me stop it.
Then there's no time to waste arguing with bureaucrats.
I like her already.
I believe that we can restore the land, bring back its soul and its sanity, cut off the Dream Scourge at the root. Our governor would rather ignore the problem. He doesn't trust animancy as his father did.
But you do. What would it take for you to fix this?
Before we can deal with the Dream Scourge, we first need to understand it. Unfortunately, new experiments have to go through him.
Must be nice that all the arguing isn't about you, for once.
I'm just trying to stop Giatta from hurting herself. Animancy is dangerous when you're shooting in the dark.
Animancy is dangerous all the fucking time. But she's the one taking all the risks here.
You must be unfamiliar with animancy. There's always collateral damage.
You know, I am pretty unfamiliar
Are you going to tell
with
him
it.
about your family's basement? Or should I?
How dare you use that against me?
I know it was an accident. But look what it cost you. We can't let it happen again.
While we argue among ourselves, the Dream Scourge is tearing the living lands apart. Tearing our people apart.
At least it's not an intelligent enemy that can see your weakness. That would make it much worse. What was that about your family's basement, though?
It's nothing. Our governor is backed into a corner and lashing out. I almost respect him for it.
You don't
Buy
seem
me a
like you
drink
respect him a
sometime,
whole lot.
and I'll tell you all about my family's basement.
Can't be any worse than what's in my family's basement.
I doubt it. Well, Governor, looks like I'm taking some
Yeah, it sounds
time
pretty
away
bad,
from
if
my
I'm
duties.
honest.
I'll trouble you no more.
Your request is denied, Giatta.
I wasn't asking.
Your responsibilities are to the settlement. Turning away from them sets a precedent that I cannot allow.
Everything I have proposed has been for Fior, and you still refuse to cooperate. Under the circumstances, I don't have much of a choice.
Then neither do I. Giatta Castel, from this day forth, you are banished from Fior Iverno.
Whoa, you're banishing her for that?
What?
Ignacy, we can't lose our brightest animancer in the middle of a crisis.
Your pupil has gone too far, Quilici. Take her and leave. You're still a guest in my town, but to us, Giatta is an outcast.
I don't know if he's making a mistake. Let's just go.
Governor, this is unacceptable. Your father would have kept this community together at any cost.
Don't bother, old man. He isn't his father. I've done all I can for Fior, Miss Iverno. But you haven't even tried. Now limp back to your giant house like a good dog. We should talk somewhere private. Meet me at my house due west, by the workshop.
I guess we're gonna walk right there.
Another mouthful feed. Maybe we'll need to let Kai hunt more after all.
Offering a substantial reward to anyone who can look at the remains of Maxim Vidaro. He vanished in the wilderness of Emerald Stair 10 years ago. His journal is also missing. I will accept it as proof of discovery. Maxim was our founder, my father, and a devout Skanite. He would not have left us without good reason. So I have every reason to believe he hasn't gone far. I'll see Vidaro. Okay, so his daddy. So west. Okay, so now we did not walk there. Automatically. Ah, it's there.
That did not go as I had planned.
What did you think would happen when you confronted him so?
Well, my first idea was to mess up his house. Maybe break a window or two.
Perhaps I should thank you for showing restraint.
I'm sorry you had to see that. What an asshole.
Giatta, some manners, if you please.
Why start now?
We're on the verge of extinction, but our governor is too busy protecting his fragile ego.
He's focusing on the wrong problems, it seems.
What does he know? He isn't even an animancer.
You did challenge his authority.
I know, but... curses. Without Fior, Miss Iverno, I'm hardly even an animancer. My tools, the workshop, all gone.
And we still fight the Dream Scourge.
We'll have fewer resources to work with, but anything's possible. At least now I'm free to study whatever I want, on my terms. The Dream Scourge has been a thorn in my side for too long.
How so?
I have plans for this island, and they don't involve the Dream Scourge. But that's a story for another day.
That sounds ominous.
Your parents would be proud to see such tenacity.
Anyway, listen to us babble. Let's talk about you. I never expected to see an Adiran envoy here. You've got a lot of guts showing your face in a town full of animancers.
We can stop the Dream Scourge. I'm willing to look past my biases.
How generous of you. Our first order of business is the Dream Scourge, but I'm also curious about you. There aren't many godlike left these days.
I think there might be a connection.
Wouldn't that be a coincidence? I only bring it up because Animancy might offer us some insight into your nature. Keep an open mind. While I pack up my belongings, you can help me by... I don't even know. I just realized this is the end. I have to leave your Miss Iverno. Forever.
Yeah, whatever. Take all the time you need to think it over.
As much as I would love that, we're already out of time. When it comes to the Dream Scourge, we haven't been allowed to acknowledge the problem, much less act on a solution. Today, that changes. I need help from the animancers around town, but as you can see, I'm an outcast.
Won't the governor mind if we interfere?
Let him growls. His good opinion means nothing to me anymore.
It might mean a little to
Manto
me.
Pastor is in the workshop due west. He's got an invention that can help us. Elia Rossell is an authority on the undead. Her methods are controversial, but useful. She lives in a cottage southeast of town. And then there's Yvette and Remy, our philosophers. You'll find them at the docks, southeast of Fior. Each of them owes me a favor. Drop my name, and they'll tell you what they know about the Dream Scourge.
So what's your theory on the Dream Scourge anyways?
I'd rather not speculate until we have more data.
Boring!
If you have questions, I'm sure the others can answer them.
Alright, we'll see.
We're about to make history. But first, research.
Guessing she's not much of a hunter. Might want to get extra rations next time we go shopping.
Godlike, Imperial envoy, research assistant. Who knew?
No one can explain why living lands naturally grows and thrives in an unnatural manner. We have seen plant life consume mountains overnight. Creatures tall enough to knock over mighty trees. Yeah, look at that big fucking skeleton in the lasso. Beneath it all, a potent river of wild essence. Civilization has not found a stable foothold in the living lands. Whenever we try, there's some reprisal, almost as if the island knows how to shrug us off. So, Essence River isn't Essence soul material? If Essence River... Could this place be an integral part of the wheel?
Careful! Or we'll get thrown out of the pub! We're already thrown. Really? Huh. When does that happen? Can't say as I remember.
Among animatic notes, scribbles is a brief excerpt that catches the attention in the Journal of Valentio Casanueva. I have gained much in my latest initiative, and I have enjoyed myself despite my misgivings. Still, soon will come the day when I no longer need court either of them, and I do long to return to my sweet solitude. Until then, however, I must work. While Sinia's work remains inscrutably meticulous, I have liberated the innovations I feel would be most beneficial to my own goals. While I bristle at Osalia's continued frivolity, her insights under the influence of drink have proven that her notes contain value I could not find elsewhere. Could be said that neither deserves the ill that I am doing to them, but I argue that both will benefit by seeing their work brought to light, even if credit is never received where it is due.
You, my friend, need some water.
Ado, welcome to my fine establishment, amigo.
Well, alright then.
Well, I was not expecting such an esteemed guest in my humble workshop. Are you in need of any weapons or armor? The roads haven't been safe as of late.
Can you tell me about this metal?
Is that Gelarde? This is star metal. Very rare stuff. Where did you get this? Nay, don't tell me. I'd be tempted to go looking for some more, and that would certainly not end well.
Can you do anything with it?
No. Unfortunately, I don't know how to work the metal into anything useful. Only enchant it. I did receive a shipment from Solace Keep recently, however. A mace crafted out of star metal, brought to me by a trader from Galloway's Tusks. I suggest you make your way there if you're looking for someone to work that beautiful metal into a proper weapon.
Galloway's Tusks? Come on, it can't be that complicated. I bet you 5 skates a Smith and Thirdborn would know what to do with this stuff.
Alright.
And I'll take your money eventually.
Is there anything else I can help you with, amigo?
Show me your wares. God, as soon as I say that, I think of Henry in Kingdom Come. Show me your wares. Alright. We got purple stuff. Look at that. God, this stuff looks good. I just need to appreciate the art on some of these things. Ooh, that arquebus's art looks good. Male hauberk. Yes, mine is breastplate. Okay. Pistol. Oh my god, it's all so fancy. Look at that shield. Oh my god. Alright, scale armor. Wow. I don't know that I like that overall, but it looks very official. Spear, a sword. Gambeson, leather cuirass. Ooh. Is this the Star Metal Mace? This must be the Star Metal Mace. Fire attack, deal low stun to nearby enemies. Pargun artistry. Solid Star Metal core of the weapon. Greater stunning. Okay, yep. Oh, there's the breastplate. That would take like all my money though.
Welcome to my fine establishment, amigo.
Anyways, we were actually going here.
Founded machine.
Oh, I heard there was a new arrival, but I didn't expect a godlike. Welcome to our modest workshop.
She said to drop her name, so Giatta and I are investigating the Dream Scourge.
Giatta. What a loss. I owe that young woman more than I could ever repay. Unfortunately, I cannot do a lick of research while my
they've each
equipment
got
is
sub-quests.
underpowered and overworked.
Alright, what are we doing? Maybe I could help you fix it.
A novel idea, that. What I need is a stronger power source.
That maybe I can get. Any way we can help?
Perhaps, if you can help me find an appropriate battery of essence. I could use a large single block of Adra, but harvesting it is difficult in this environment. Oh, wait. One of our rangers reported that an Adragon recently died in a western grove.
I like that the other answer was like, can't you just animance one? Because I feel like that's like, just download more RAM, you know? What is an Adragon? Ancient beings who are spiritually bound to an Adra pillar. They defend their home pillars until death against encroaching civilization, explorers, or anyone they perceive to be a threat. Okay. At the risk of stating obvious, we're standing in front of a massive Adra pillar.
Indeed, but that well is almost dry. I need more. An Adragon's heart can hold an immense amount of essence. The grove is to the west,
and you are
across the chasm. You can't miss
succeeding at running
the
them out?
Rangers say a Delamgan queen holds court there. You may be able to retrieve it without violence, but most Delamgan in these parts are hostile to Keith. So you can understand why none of us went rushing over there to find it when we heard the Adragon had died. Still, Delamgan queens can be reasoned with, so if you want to get the heart peacefully, try not to kill her guards.
Delamgan are plant-like beings bound to ancient trees. While content to leave most adventurers alone, they have been known to lash out at settlers encroaching on their territory or anyone they perceive to be a threat to nature. Let's see what I can do.
Do be careful. Emerald Stair is not itself these days.
Well, let's go. That Adragon's heart isn't gonna yank itself out.
Alright, so we've got do not kill Jelamgan.
Oh, welcome to my fine establishment, amigo.
Alright, so the other one. So the other ones are outside of town, it seems. What a lovely fountain.
The prices seem a bit steep.
Hello.
They do such lovely work here, don't they? Hang on. I know you from Solace, right? I'm afraid I don't know who you are. Just as you don't know who I am.
Oh.
You're blessed mad. I remember you. I got you. So, we understand each other then. I never thought the world of animancy could be so varied and fascinating. I can make use of so much of this equipment.
You're a Bargoon. I heard your people didn't travel outside of Galawain's tusks.
Yeah, I suppose it's a bit unusual to see one of my people about. But I'm here on important business.
Okay.
If you see anyone else from Sole's Keep, just do me a favor and don't tell them you saw me.
Why not?
It's not worth talking about, really. Some of my fellow wardens might misunderstand. But we still don't even know why you're here. You know what I mean. And Marius, it was good to see you. May you find all you're looking for and more. I was never here. Understand?
Rejuvenate and revitalize your personal essence.
God, they seem to have so many fucking cons, man. Hello.
Oh, you startled me. This old woman can get lost in prayer from time to time. You must be the Adiran envoy I've been hearing about. Apologies for any hardships you may have experienced getting here. The failing
pray in
crops,
Science
the
Land?
strange beasts, and even the dream scourge are all the result of our neglect of the dead.
What prayer were you reciting?
I was calling on the spirits of the recently dead to follow the guidance of Bareth, god of death.
Alright,
I
that
am
sounds
asking
like a
the
good plan
spirits
for
to
them.
forgive us for our negligence and continue on their way without anger. The dead of Fior expect certain rituals to be carried out. I have failed to perform those rituals, and now the spirits are angry.
I see. So what if we carried out the rituals in your stead?
Are you volunteering us to hang out in a graveyard?
Do you care?
If you would, that would simply be wonderful. I wouldn't know how to thank you. Our recent dead require a final meal to ease their passage from life. Without it, they can't rejoin the cycle.
Oh, I can
You've
imagine.
got people waiting in line for their next meal, and you want to waste food on the dead?
Yeah!
I got food from the grain merchant stores. I just need someone to leave it at the graves. The dead will take it from there.
Yes, I'm sure the dead will take that food.
They bring the fruit to those who cannot eat.
Yes, I get it.
What tree calls for its branches to endure these rituals?
Do you really believe the dead are mad because they didn't have their last meal?
This custom goes back a long way. We never had dream thralls or such blight in our crops until now.
Dream thralls? You're not telling me what those are. I mean, I can only assume they're linked to the Dream Scourge. What do you need us to do?
You must take these offerings of food and place them at 3 grave sites where the recently dead lay.
Yeah, and then
the
not
first
pay much
offering goes to
attention.
a cliffside grave on the southern coast.
And then just not pay too much attention if some living folks tend to go, you know, I'd rather eat that. Whose bodies rest there?
Loggers from the old days. They sacrificed themselves to make the land habitable and lost their lives to creatures of the untamed forest.
Aww.
The second offering goes to a grave in the swamp, far to the west from here.
Whose spirits wander near the swamp?
They buried the bodies of settlers there, intrepid sorts that tried to tame the farther reaches of Emerald Stair's wilds. The final offering should be taken to the truffle farm east of Fior, where a family lost their lives to the encroaching wilds.
I see. You tell me about this final grave.
Such a tragedy. A young family lost their lives there as the wilds encroached, swallowed before they could even flee.
It seems like a waste of perfectly good food.
I understand how it looks, but appeasing the dead is vital, especially in times like these.
When people are
I
starving.
can't thank you enough for helping to ease the conscience of an old lady. Please, return when the rituals are complete.
Pure crystals dug from the soil of Emerald
Just out of
Stair.
curiosity, can I just give this to to people who are alive? I think it's better to just, you know, not think too hard about who actually comes for the food, you know?
No imitations.
Alright, it looks like our lads, the boys, wish to chat. And the game would like me to upgrade my gear as it always would like me to do. So I should try and find a camping spot. God, it really wants to tell me about the dodging aligns to target tip.
Yeah, I pretty much brought that plague bear down by myself.
Did you now?
Captain Masoni said you never seen anything like it.
Oh, I bet.
So. Oh, that one's the closest. Alright, right click.
Let's go.
Bitch. Yeah, those things are kind of losers. So I didn't really need to waste spells on them, honestly. Just run in and slap them a bit and collect their essence. Oh, there really is angry spirits here.
Take your best shot.
Except with this sword.
That's one for us.
Win in Fior, yes.
Right. This place has seen better days. Take him down. This one's mine.
Defend!
Good one!
Look at that, we healed all our stats by stabbing some spooters. God, I love this sword. Murdering Golden Man on his machine is probably the best thing we've done. I could totally fit through that window. A key. That it? Alright, the key isn't to that. Aha! What we got? Alien gauntlets. Those look fancy. What'd they do though? Parry efficiency. Ugh. Attack damage with swords and daggers. Man, look how they look. That's real nice. It's real fancy. Truffle Farmer's Journal. It's no use I hide the truffles under the floorboards, the boars still come for them. Failing to be able to smell them from miles away. First they uproot my entire herb garden, now this. One of these days I'll wake up and find they've crashed through my door and torn the entire place apart. Probably me too at this rate. I don't care how much they pay for truffles in Esperanto. This isn't worth it. I'm heading for the docks tomorrow. I can ply my trade anywhere. The boars. The boars come for him. Well then. Is this even a door, or is this a bunch of boards? Just not meant to open. Did the pigs do that? Pigs just chewing through his stone walls? Like, I smell the truffles. Alright, now it's the lumberjacks. Oh yes, that's right. We saw this one. Amethyst. Shouldn't leave that behind. I don't know that there is an interior there. I think it's all just vines. Water beetle. If it's a water type, I bet lightning is super effective against it. Alright, it doesn't seem like it. Oh, what else are we fighting? Oh. Lost track of the tiny little guy. Oh, hello. Seek. I better spell book for my second slot. Oh, we got a big berserker mushroom man. Again. And a lag spike. Okay, we're good. We're good. Aha! Oh, forgot. Forgot. He doesn't give a fuck. Ow. Bitch. Aha! I love the physics. Just goes fucking flying. Oh no! He just goes flying into the house. Oh, that one's interesting looking. Burn! Oh no, another berserker. Dude, sick dodge various. Dank spores. We had an apple. The food supply grows. Ah. More of the talon plant. Where's that underground area? Is there angry spirits at this grave too? Yep. This lady's the theory has some merit. Boop. How you doing, Mr. Nudge Cap? Is that? Oh, that's a Delum Gap. See. Oh shit, you're a wizard too.
Then raw. Defend.
Give it back. Oh hey, how you doing? Alright, so they like lightning spells. And they are poisonable. He wasn't even paying attention. Oh! Kapow! I cast a gun! Oh, more of them. Oh, that doesn't seem good.
Defend. Sealess metal.
Bitch.
Another win, but who's counting?
Alright, well. Gun soul pods. This wasn't the Rangers, was it? I don't think this was one of our targets. Who's this? Woodman's labor. Yes, I know I can break them down. What is this? Full combo attack creates an aerial effect that damages nearby enemies. 15% attack damage against beasts and primordials. I like that like blessed woodcutter axe that just fucks up nature. Right, I forgot their lightning eight. Ooh, they're also resistant to frost. Doesn't say resistant from the fire, though. Oh. bitch. Burn! Alright.
That's all of them.
That was interesting. We,
Seems like a waste to me. Means something to them.
I thought we were gonna crash halfway through, if I'm honest. Oh, don't take their spoiled food. Okay. The invaluable loggers of Fior, whose every day was a fight for survival against the angry Dillingan of Emerald Stair. We honor your sacrifice. Surely Abaddon smiles upon your labors, and the industry of Fior was only possible thanks to your efforts. So, that whole game freezing and sound cutting out for a few seconds thing made me decide maybe I should have quick saved a little more often. What is down there? Like a sea cave or something? Oh no, an invisible wall. Sorry, lads, I really thought there would not be an invisible wall there. What is this? Stabbed over a watermelon. That's what I'm getting out of that. The Earth Blights. What level is that quest? Spooky level. But only a little spooky. Possibly doable. Probably very doable once I find a campsite. Hello. Hello. Zap. Oh no. They have arm shields. Alright, that wasn't as threatening as I thought. You encountered another type of Dillingan. What's in here? Ah! I knew I heard something. Wait. What's that? I found the general region where Fletcher was last seen. Where's this general region? Ah, okay. I was gonna say, was that down there, the cartographer? I'm so confused.
On now.
See.
No, I know you can fucking heal.
You offend.
That's right. Fuck you little javelins. Whatever. So this is the cartographer place. Okay, so I need to go in there.
Didn't that cartographer's letter say she was near Naku today?
I don't like that. Yeah, how about not yet? That was a very purple enemy. And I feel like it will beat my ass in my current gear. So how about we get back to this quest over here? We're getting lots of upgrade materials. Hello, how you doing, Mr. Shadow? Bitch. Burn up. I was gonna say something about, like, you're dead. You should fucking remember that. But, you know, I didn't do a good job of remembering that.
Not bad.
Is anybody there? I'm in trouble!
Well? Every spinner and spoiling firepot recipe. Every spinner. Spoiling. The kettle of the spoiling cooks more evenly when diced. Okay, kraken horn, peeled and cut vertically. Potatoes, about 5 medium size. Hunt's hair, chopped roughly. Water is needed. Cabbage's boiling cooks more evenly when diced. Can be braised and enjoyed whole. Don't discard the body. Cut it into thin strips for fungus jerky. Ivory spinner legs are a delicacy when cracked open and drizzled with butter. Squeeze the venom gland over simmering oil and garlic for an exotic spice that can improve any dish. Creature parts are an acquired taste, may not be welcome in most taverns, so it's best to cook them in private. Don't let that discourage you. For those who can stomach something a little different, even the strangest ingredients can be delicious when cooked in a dungeon with the help of friends. Alright then, weird. Where you at, old Felipe?
Who's there? Somebody help!
Oh no, are you down in the pit?
Keep going! I'm down here!
Oh no.
What's taking so long? I'm this way.
Yeah, there's some complications, friend. Oh god.
Seal mes mito. See.
Pow! 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 Woo! Buddy, alright, just you and me, pal. It's bong stick time! Oh no. It's getting more complicated.
Back in the fight. Next one's mine.
Let's roll.
Try.
Seal mes mito.
Where's some health back? God, I love how this combat flows. So we were in a bit of a
with you.
tight spot for a second there with the like literally a tight spot, like there wasn't much space to move. Ellie's telling, alright. Oh. Hang in there, Felipe.
Quiet as the depths.
Ow. That moved in a way I was not expecting. Can I poison? Yeah, kind of figures. I like how there's still stuff flying back to me as if I were achieving anything. Burn! Alright, it's not immune to fire. If it's a rock type, it's probably immune to lightning. Nope. There, and I'll finish off the... There we go. Put as many effects on as we can. Oh, good. Oh, good. He breaks into smaller pieces. Alright, well, each smaller pieces don't seem to move the same way as it. Oh, God. Oh, goodness. Oh, jeez. Oh, crap. Gimme. It's bonking time! Oh, hold on. Ow! No, hold on, I'm not ready. Ow! Bonk.
They won't get past me!
Gimme. God, I kind of wish I had level ups more frequently, because, like, I really love these low-level spells. But also, I'm really eager to get into some higher-level ones. Like, I want to get more ranks in boxing. Ow! Jesus! Okay, we need some grog. There it is. Hey, Mushroom Man. Give. Oh, there's Felipe, I guess. Hang on, Marius. I gotta bonk this guy. Alright, you're good. Alright, smashing pots with this does not get me essence back. That's good to know. Boop, 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 boop. The hell was that?
Ready, aim.
Found your research. Doing okay, old Felipe? You seem like you're doing okay. I'm just gonna get this plant real fast. Very good, very good. Hey, how you doing?
Oh, finally a rescuer. I was beginning to lose my voice.
Are you sure? I could hear you all the way at the top. That's pretty impressive. You're very loud. I thought you were above me when I heard you. I can't believe no one heard you. You're a loud fucker. How did you get down here?
You should ask Vidara that. Oh, 1 minute. I'm engrossed in my research. The next thing I know, whoop, my workshop is in this damn pit.
Ah, the sinkholes. Well, fine. Did you know these roads were down here?
Didn't have a clue. They're clearly godless. I can't imagine how old they must be. Quilici warned Vidaro that the roots would swallow the soil. As usual, nobody listened to him. So, here we are. We've never had plants like these. I'm no botanist, but even I can tell that something's Not right.
Alright, Quilici, this was the guy we saw in town. An animator from the Valian Republic, one of the original founders of Fior Iverno. Having retreated from politics and research, he has taken on a new role. Mentor and surrogate father to Giatta Castel. Okay. But if we search these ruins, we find out what's going on.
I'm not going anywhere yet. You, on the other hand, you might be able to help me. My notes are down here somewhere. They contain priceless data on the wildlife around Fior.
Yeah, I already found them. These notes.
Yes, the cover's a little worse for wear, but the notes are intact. My findings on squirrel essence are going to change everything. Everything!
What's so groundbreaking about squirrel essence?
As everyone knows, squirrel brains grow and shrink in accordance with the nut season.
Does everyone know
so
that?
I thought, what if a squirrel's soul shrinks too? Huh? I propose that the size of our soul corresponds to our brain mass.
Apparently, I know some wealthy aliens who'd love to sponsor research like that.
If Vidaro's father hadn't built an animancy refuge here, I'd still be there. I can't imagine any of my specimens are still intact, and I'll have to find somewhere to sleep. But I've got my notes. I can try again. Take this. Buy yourself something nice. It's the least I can do.
Oh, snap. Money.
What just happened?
I enjoy money.
Squirrel.
Yeah, don't worry about it. Squirrel brains change sizes, I guess. Anyways. Wizard. Points available too. I like that. Okay, so. Summon duration is rank 3, okay. I do want Crackling Bolt. And I don't think I need rank 3 of this because I want to put this on my bar and keep this in the book. Arcane Veil would be a good candidate. You know, I think it's time we finish maxing Corrosive Siphon though. Alright. Ooh! Harvest Essence. That seems nice. Or you continue casting by reducing your health by 150% of the essence cost. Ooh. Ooh. That's not bad. I wouldn't mind being a blood magic man, a blood mage. That's, you know, those words. Okay, so focused on delivering thing. Okay, freezing pillar. I don't actually care about poison accumulation, I just care about getting health back, so I don't think I care that much about that. So these are all the wands. I thought all of this shit was going to be wands because of these 3 being wands, so I just need to not care about these 3 and go down to this. Level 10 passives are where it's fucking at, man. Okay, literally only unlock spells, so it's lower priority to me. We need armored essence points. Need quote unquote. This would be cool to have more points in. Anyways. Shit, no, I have more. I have attribute points. And I think the boys have points too, because it's an even level. Maximum stamina comes from resolve. You know, I think I've really been suffering from lack of stamina with all the hopping around I do, so I think it might be a good time to pick up that. Abilities. Companions. Do we have a point? Okay, no, it doesn't look like I have a point. Alright. So, now we want this. Wizard abilities. Put that on 3. Okay. Because now, 3 without book is that one. 3 with book is the channel. I wonder if there's any benefit to casting a level 4, so to speak. You know, it's taking me a really long time to find a campsite. Keep getting distracted. We got that key also. What the fuck is that all about, you know? Also, how do I get out of here without fast traveling? Because fast traveling's the cop-out. Aha! Ah! There it is! Sun and moon. What a fancy looking shield. Ooh, a fine breastplate. Is that fine breastplate higher level than mine? Or nope, it's exactly the same. Okay. Let's break it down and also break down all this other garbage. What does Sun and Moon do? Slowly regenerate up to 30% of your maximum health during the day. Slowly generate up to 30% of your maximum essence at night. Interesting, interesting. Well, I'm gonna go with throw that in the stash, quite simply because it looks cool and I don't want to break it for that reason. I'll throw that in the stash too, honestly, it's fine. don't know, there's a whole lot to search here, but this appears to be the way out. Which now leaves us with the question of where the fuck are we? There we are. Didn't move that far. Pow! Temporary health? Oh, that's great. So, how long does this temporary health last? So, like, because my assumption is till the end of combat. If they're gonna call it temporary. Oh. It looks, oh yeah, combat did end. So yeah, it looks like it lasts till the end of combat. Thought for a second it faded partway through combat. Which, you know, wouldn't be unreasonable for temporary health in a long combat. But yeah, it looks like it just faded when combat ended, which is what I would hope for. That'll be real good on boss fights. Finally maxed an ability.
First, my wife runs off to Paradise, and now this.
That's right. That's rough, buddy. Probably shouldn't warn her about how violent Paradise is right now. I don't know. I don't know. That guy needs to hear anymore about the danger. Whoop. Alright, again, we got a name drop. Look at all this food!
The great mystery is, are godlike blessed or cursed? Gods are silent.
Neither. They just are. Anything else is speculation.
Ah, I hate speculation. I want answers.
Alright.
Remy, look what I found.
They sure love glasses in this area. This is a land of people with poor eyesight.
Let's find out. Hello, me, Yvette. You friend?
You do realize they understand you perfectly.
Remy, take a note. Fluent speech and upright posture show marks of sophistication in the endangered godlike.
Damn straight.
We heard that Giatta partnered up with an outsider, but I had no idea you were a godlike.
How the fuck did you hear about that? It just happened. Anyways, Giatta wants me to learn about the Dream Scourge.
I suppose we owe her a favor. Or two.
Giatta must have sent you to be our test subject.
Oh.
She knows how we adore your kind.
No.
Satisfy our curiosity and we'll give you everything Giatta needs to finish her research. Deal?
Don't you already owe her? Why haven't you told her this already?
The information wouldn't be worth anything if we just gave it to her freely, now would it?
But you owe her favors!
Let's begin the examination. If you could choose, who or what would you be in your next life? Next time you go round the wheel, you might not get so lucky.
I want to continue being a godlike because I'm cool and special.
Who wouldn't? My turn. Some would call you blessed. Others would call you cursed. The fact remains, you were touched by the gods. Wouldn't you say that you owe something to the rest of us?
I do try to help people.
So, you believe we need your help?
Yes.
Interesting.
Oh,
I am a
thought
protagonist.
another. We all know that godlike can't reproduce. How do you plan on leaving a legacy after you're gone?
Godlike can't reproduce. Nice. Hopefully people remember me in the ways I've touched their lives.
Very optimistic, aren't we? I think that covers everything. Thank you for that brilliant insight, godlike. You're a credit to your dwindling kind.
So, Giatta wants to know all about the Dream Scourge, yes? Such has been her research of late. Do you want the good news or the bad news?
All of it? Well, the two of you just stop practicing animancy forever? Yeah, it's not gonna happen, whatever. It's good news.
The Dream Scourge is proof that an unprecedented metaphysical disaster can take place at any time.
I see.
Well, that's a load off my mind. Sure beats not constantly worrying about the future.
How's that good news?
Giatta will be interested to learn that the Dream Scourge cannot just be studied in a lab. Its nature is wild, so it has to be studied in the wild. Our machines and experiments would meddle with it too much.
And like anything affecting the soul, it must be connected to essence. Thus, if she wishes to discover more about the Dream Scourge, a Pillar of Adra would be a good place to start.
Okay. I assume not just any pillar will do, because nothing is ever that simple.
Trust in animancy to always find the most complicated way around a problem.
It would have to be a very ancient pillar.
Okay.
Giatta would know the details.
One more question. What do I do about the entity tethered to my soul?
An entity, you say? If this entity is your patron, that's all
It might
perfectly
be.
natural. But if it's something else, with enough essence and a capable animancer, perhaps you could trace this tether back to its source.
Right, and with a little fresh soccer, you can follow an ogre back to its lair. Still wouldn't recommend it.
Just be careful that your tether doesn't snap back and kill you in the process.
Okay, yeah, that seems like a concern. Ogres are large, thick-skinned creatures, staying between 10 and 12 feet tall. They tend to live in isolation or close-knit packs. Small gangs or tribes ruled by a matron. Most are as intelligent as they are aggressive. Ogre lumber term for shit or stuff. Oh, okay.
Now that we've researched the mind of a godlike, the next step is anatomy. But we've taken enough of your time. Farewell. Did you hear
I know where you can find a dead godlike.
Ugh, I might have dozed off there for a bit. Are any of those words the ones we needed?
Or
we could do
Not really.
anything to work with the great Giatta Castel.
Where is it? There. Giatta is a very capable animancer, so it sounds like I'm not going to need to ask any of these animancers about the voice, because it sounds like Giatta is the one who's supposed to get to the bottom of that, assuming she is in fact one of the companions we recruit.
Those are no ordinary farmhands.
You gonna bring the man back from the dead and make it farm? And you're never you're not even gonna give it pants? Come on now. Infested with unusual blight. You put it in the stomach of a revenant. Hello.
I'd offer to shake your hand, but I've been elbow deep in Beatrice all day.
What happened here?
Sorry, I've been on my own for a while, and I forget how unusual this looks. As you can see, this is my reanimated corpse farm.
We can smell it, too.
I'm trying to demonstrate the value of undead labor. But of course, nothing is ever that simple.
I see this as an investment opportunity. Tell me more.
I've always wanted a wealthy patron.
I'm sure
if
you
this
have.
Is your idea of business, we might have to revisit our contract.
Reanimated corpses are the future of manual labor. Cost-effective, low maintenance, and very friendly.
Very friendly.
Now, Beatrice, she's being a real problem, if you can believe it. Would you be a dear and reach into her guts? Feel around for anything that doesn't belong.
I already did. Looks like Beatrice ate some spoiled craps.
So the blight got into my revenant and interfered with her raising. That confirms one of my theories. Not only is the Dream Scourge affecting our farms, it's disrupting animancy, unraveling our work. Sounds like I have more research ahead of me, but at least now I have a sense of direction. Thank you for getting your hands dirty on my behalf, godlike. You're a natural.
I just touched the shiny things. Giatta, what's your opinion on the Dream Scourge?
Giatta Castel wants my professional opinion. What an honor. I have a few theories, but no firm conclusions. I have to ask, is it true? Did Vidaro kick her out of town?
Banished was the word he used. Probably to make it sound official.
That's our governor for you. Self-righteous even in his own ignorance. Very well. I'll tell you what I know about the Dream Scourge. But first, I need some help around the farm. I'm up to my ears in chores around here, and the Revenants can only do so much. They can't do complicated tasks, you see.
Alright, what exactly is a Revenant? The mindless undead who hunger for living flesh. Some are drawn to anything rich with essence. As long as it can be devoured and absorbed, deprived of nourishment, they will eventually degenerate into skeletons.
Anyway, I'm afraid the time has come to put down poor Silvo.
Silvo isn't a cow or a goat, are they? They're a revenant.
Silvo is one of my revenants. My oldest, my favorite, and the pride of my flock.
Why do you have to call them a flock?
Someone needs to put a poor fellow out to pasture. And
can't you just say team or something?
Well, it's already dead. That's the hard part done right there.
When a revenant goes bad, there's only one option. Final death. And poor Silvo's time has come.
Any connection with what happened to Beatrice?
Silvo is on a strict diet, but I suppose he could have gotten into the crops when my back was turned. You never know with these rascals.
Where all these corpses come from?
Outsiders and travelers down on their luck. You'd be surprised how many people want to sell their bodies to animancy.
Say what you will about mercenary and military life. At least your obligations end at death.
Anyone else see a downside to giving monetary value to corpses?
Yes.
This is a good forever home for the undead.
It
Better
doesn't
than
sound
some
like it's
crypt,
very
anyway.
forever.
But sometimes we have bad days.
I don't know, in a crypt they get to rest. Hate to see what a good day at the corpse farm looks like.
They come to me for breakfast, and I let them wander the fields. Really, it's no different than raising goats.
Sounds like you've been through this before.
Whether you're raising cows or corpses, every farmer lives with death.
You started
That
dead.
should cover everything. You can find Silvo in the barn. He's blocked the door somehow, but the window should be open. Just be gentle with him. He's a good boy.
So, we're killing a revenant then? She just couldn't come out and say that?
And this is why I don't take pets.
Gentle. With the maddened zombie. How do I get around there? Okay. Ah! Alright, Silvo. Your farming days appear to be done. Time for your funeral pyre. You're a strong lad.
Take a moment, people.
So is anyone else concerned that the corpse is like, no, I don't want to die, walked into the barn and barred the door? Because, I don't know, I just find that a little unsettling. I really don't like that they don't get to wear, like, clothes or something, and that they all have a little bell on their neck, like a farm animal. I really... Like, these were people, and you're still acting like they're kind of people, but, like, you're still doing that. I don't know, man. Like, maybe the necklace thing is necessary. It looks magic. The bells are probably helpful for things that don't have much of a mind. But can't you give them clothes?
Envoy, a pleasure as always.
I dealt with Silvo.
Poor Silvo. He was a bright young revenant, but a very old man. Thank you for giving him peace.
Anyways, you promised me some answers.
So, the Dream Scourge. I've been keeping an eye on the readings from my fields. This plague, as we know it, is a recent development.
It's hard to look at her
But
when there's that
I
skull
believe
right
whatever
behind her.
causes it is older by far. Maybe even as old as the living lands. The exotic plants and animals, the twisted landscape, the Dream Scourge. They have a common ancestor.
I have a feeling.
There's something about the essence
It's
in the
my
living lands
voice.
that's different from anywhere else I've seen.
I bet thinks we need an Audrey pillar to study the Dream Scourge.
Quite right. A broken clock is right twice a day, after all.
Wow, that's a bit
Audrey
rude.
is a conduit for essence. So maybe you'll find a connection between the essence and the Dream Scourge. Like the rings of a tree. A very old Adra pillar could remember its last brush with the Dream Scourge.
Okay.
Not to get too superstitious, but in these troubled times, the arrival of a godlike is no coincidence. You are meant to be here.
Very good.
Toward what end, only you can say.
What if it has something to do with the entity tethered to my soul?
Seems a little far-fetched. Then again, what isn't these days? You're a godlike, so anything is possible. Perhaps your nature will grant you more answers.
Alright, I'm sure Giatta will be interested to hear this.
Well, I'm happy to give her some good news for a change. You and Giatta are going to shake things up. As for me, I'll be keeping a close eye on my flock.
Oh, and thank you for the nightmare fuel. I really have been sleeping entirely too well lately.
You really have.
I'm remembering why people find this place unsettling.
Alright, I need the dragon heart still. Madrigand.
7 in the past week. How am I supposed to live like this?
Oh no.
Ah, Ado. You've caught me at an unfortunate time. You wouldn't happen to be an animancer?
Nope. I'm afraid not.
Matico. I mean, forgive me. It has been a trying week.
Interesting that you can lie to him
If
with
I
8
have to
intelligence.
chase
though.
down one more revenant, I'll lose my mind.
I wouldn't want to catch a dead body either.
They can't even move fast, but I turn away for an instant and another one is gone. It wouldn't be so bad if I had any idea where they went. All I'm doing is wearing my shoes out.
I'm sensing a request coming.
It's not like I enjoy imposing on you, but I'm afraid if I look for them, the rest will wander off. If Elia finds out, I'll never hear the end of it.
Appeal to her vanity. Tell her only she can fix it.
I have to have some standards, even at a time like this.
Ah.
You know, maybe there is something. Maybe I know where they went.
Oh?
I've caught them trying to shamble off to the nearby lake before. Revenants aren't very bright. That can't be a coincidence. They must be attracted to something. It could even have power over them.
That's true. Why aren't they swarming Elia's farm?
How should I know? I left years ago. Maybe she's made them more docile since then.
Trolling undead? Now I have to know more.
I was hoping you'd say that. Just follow the trail of revenants. Oh, and if you find something, I'd be grateful if you brought it here.
Okay.
I want to see whether it leads the surviving revenants back. The only way to find out is to experiment.
Alright, where's the lake? Oh, all the way over there? Okay. We're going to the campsite first then. I wanted to see if this was a very nearby thing or not, and the answer is or not. Alright. Let's camp. Upgrade materials. Man. If only I knew that upgrade materials were a thing. So long in the game and I still never figured it out according to the game. Oh right, there it is. Wand. Robe. Alright, let's go ahead and...
Listen, Kai. I need you to stalk like a cat, not...
Alright, what do we need? Awakened Audra. Very good. We used up all our talon there. Okay, so Audra shards turn into Audra. Audra turns into Awakened Audra. We need the Awakened Audra to upgrade Last Light of Day.
Not stomp around like a Balrog.
My training was a lot bigger on stomping than stalking, unfortunately.
Alright, looks like we can do this now. Protects to high shock accumulation to nearby enemies. Okay. I like the sound of it casting Crackling Bolt, but like, if I killed something and it casts Crackling Bolt, isn't it just gonna miss? I think we just do the AoE.
Right, and I got cooking lessons in solace, but you don't see me making beetle mash every night for dinner. The bears out here can hear a snapfly dropping Sokka from across the stair. If you don't want to get eaten, you need to walk softly.
I'll remind you of that next time you start playing your flute at camp.
That is different. Bear's natural prey doesn't tend to play flutes.
They might show up to get you to stop.
I've had...
Oh my god, all the food. Stew. Bunch of peppers into pepper. Very good. Fruitful wine, grog. We like the grog. Grog was useful. Ivory spinner and spoiling firepot times 3. Tank spores, spider legs, kraken horn, hunt's hair. Yeah, I can only craft it once. Could only have one of that hair, and that was a very specific ingredient. Mariner's porridge. Iraq is the good stuff. terms of getting essence back. Alright. Got the mariner's porridge again. And stew. These are the things we like. I could give everyone stew, man. I've made so much stew. Wild mushroom stew. Sure. I don't need any more grenades, you know?
This flew for years, and I have yet to be killed by a bear.
On second thought, maybe that's what's keeping them away.
Okay, now the lads wish a chat.
You know, I've heard dueling is popular in the Valian republics. You wouldn't think a public argument could feel as brutal, but I'll be damned if Giatta didn't draw blood.
Surprised no one else backed her up.
I wish I could say the same. Living landers can be contrarian and combative. That's what sends a lot of us here in the first place. But it's still hard to swim against the tide with your own people, especially when it means getting them to face a hard truth.
Yeah, but usually if people are sitting there griping, if someone else is gonna get into the yelling, they're a lot more likely to quietly be like, yeah? When they didn't, you know, really want to cause a fuss themselves. Now the fuss is being caused, so... Court is full of flatterers trying to win favor by telling others what they want to hear.
You make the wild sound downright peaceful by comparison. I'm impressed at anyone who can survive that, or break out of it, like Giatta. She knows who she is and what she believes. She's got more clarity and conviction than I had at her age.
She has more clarity than you have now.
Hey, I am a willing victim of my own delusions.
No community is perfect, but I wouldn't be so quick to abandon mine.
So, what kind of Korba would do something like that?
Hey, don't worry. We're talking about Giatta's situation.
Right. Like, what did you think I was talking about?
Anyway, this can't be an easy time for Giatta, but I'm glad to have her on our side.
Agreed. Let's get some rest. Alright, now you.
Envoy? Well, that was interesting, right? The woman arguing about the crops failing? Standing up for what you believe against authority. I can respect that. Of course, my method would have been run away under the cover of night, never to return, but yeah, this works for her.
You don't seem like one to avoid conflict.
Conflict? No. Consequences for my actions? Oh yes. Anyway, there's clearly more going on here than a bunch of animancers sitting in dusty labs doing whatever they do all day. Beyond that, nah, I can't help you. Call me when you're back to facing real danger. Right, changing the subject.
Emerald Stair. Tell me more about Emerald Stair.
I'm surprised at how much more deadly it is than it used to be. Hunting was great here, and there were edible plants everywhere. That's all still true, but I never used to worry about being strangled by a wild root while I sleep. Still, the challenge keeps things interesting, right? You earn every breath out here.
Anything interesting out there?
I get a weird feeling when I get close to Lake Lacuna. Like there's something there that shouldn't be.
I see. That's very relevant, given the quest we just picked up. Do you have any tips for surviving an Emerald Stair?
Let's see. Less urgency for shelter here. You can find shrubs to block the wind or tree cover to protect from rain. There's also plenty of food around too, if you know where to look. Rule of thumb, if it's red, don't eat it. Or if it makes you itch. There's also just about any kind of game you can imagine. Just make sure whatever you catch doesn't have mushrooms growing out of its face. Oh, and be careful when you leave the roads. You never know when that deer you killed was some Delumgon's favorite pet. Right, changing the subject. Oh, good. Let's have it. Anyway.
Alright.
What do you need? If I must.
These animancers don't agree on much, do they? You'd think arguing is a communal pastime.
Oh, okay. Seeing Captain Fior and Fior in Iverno is unexpected.
And troubling.
Yes.
What was it she said? The steel garrote will ensure the safety of Adiran interests?
What I've seen, the steel garrote will do more harm than good to Adiran interests.
They aren't going to make you any friends, that's for sure. Stay sharp. A storm's brewing. And better if we can find it before it finds us.
What do you think about animancers arguing?
Only that they seem to love it. If you asked any two of them which way's north, you'd get 3 different answers. It's a wonder Fior stood this long.
A little friction is healthy.
A little friction, sure. They're producing enough to burn their operation down. I always thought adversity was supposed to bring people together, but they couldn't be more divided. They're stuck between a crop blight, a skeptical governor, angry farmers, and about as hostile an environment as you can find. And half of them seem more interested in pursuing their personal projects than dealing with the blight.
Isn't that the freedom people come to the living lands for?
The freedom to seek, not the freedom to starve. But I don't know how you guarantee one without risking the other.
Damn right. That's the fucking problem. That's why these people need a little order in their lives. Now then. You been to Emerald Stair before?
It's been years. It was always green and overgrown, but I don't remember it being quite this...
aggressive?
Yeah. Something about Emerald Stair has always been unsettling. Everything in the living lands grows wild, but it's different here. Those giant roots, whatever they are, I don't remember them being quite as big or close to the settlement.
It's as if the land is pushing back, like it doesn't want us here.
Well, there's a thought to keep me up at night.
Oh, the living lands definitely hates us. That's why people like me even get work.
I don't like reading that much into things. Maybe that's why I'm still a bachelor.
Is that what it is? That wasn't even on my list.
Either way, when I wake up with night terrors, I'm waking you both up with me.
Alright then. What do you know about animancy?
Not a whole lot, and I've been happy keeping it that way. Playing around with essence, poking at souls, trying to move them out of and into places they shouldn't be. Oh, it makes me queasy. Though, if we're going to understand the Dream Scourge and your godlike lineage, I suppose we'll have to get comfortable with it. Still, I'm happy to leave those pursuits to other people.
Exactly. Other people. People who are a safe distance away.
It's dangerous. One of the earliest experiments took place in Adir and reanimated a violent corpse.
Hundreds of years ago, if I remember my history. I can see why your people outlawed it. I've just always felt more comfortable with things I can see and grasp for myself.
I don't mind a little mystery.
Then I guess it's better that you're the one with a connection to something in the beyond.
True.
Ask away.
Who's Tama? What are we retrieving from his cabin?
He was my commander and thirdborn. But he was more than that, too. A mentor, friend. Tama helped me out when I first came to the Living Lands over a decade ago. I was still figuring myself out.
Was. This is you, having figured yourself out.
Hey, now I know I can't stomach rusk snout milk. As for what we'll find, I don't know any more than you.
You must have a guess.
I'm hoping for a good baking mold, but who knows? All I know is he said it was his most prized possession. And seeing as he was on his deathbed at the time, I wasn't of a mind to ask.
Tell me about Tama.
Where to start? The man couldn't carry a tune, but it didn't stop him from trying. He'd have the whole tavern singing shanties with him nearly every night of the week. He had a vexing habit of saying the thing you most needed to hear when you were least ready to hear it.
I see.
He'd give you the shirt off his back and the meat off his plate. But the selfish bastard left the rest of us a world without him in it.
Why haven't you gone back?
To a house full of his books, his dishes, his clothes, without him in it.
Fair point.
You know how sometimes you leave a thing unfinished for too long and it just grows bigger and bigger in your mind?
Yes.
I just need to see what he left me. Whether it's one of his old books or one of those fossils he was always collecting.
We just need to know what it is.
Right. Exactly.
Alright.
Enough from me. We've got a long road ahead.
What about the questions about Emerald Stair?
What do you want to know?
Oh. I guess
Should I
don't.
break out the booze? You've heard everything I have to say about our crew.
Alright.
Get some rest, Envoy.
Envoy?
Oh, that line didn't work.
Not before I've done some reading.
Alright, well, looks like they... Wait, hold on.
Who knew plans could be so threatening?
Okay, yep, looks like they're tapped out on things they want to say. Nope, here we go.
The Adra stirs, a crackle of light in a withered field.
Don't you have better things to do?
We recoil. We are unsure what we said.
It's about the frequency. There's a dream scourge around. It's not comforting to hear voices, is it?
Murmurs of madness, fright. Our touch cushions you like a shell. We wilt, we gnaw with hunger now. What has come of this place?
Fior is a mess. This is what comes of incompetent leadership.
A pack without a leader, a crown upon a shaking cub. We feel them. They bend and hone the essence of the earth. They draw from our veins like a well. What are these rituals?
It's called animancy.
A new tongue, an unfamiliar name. A harvest grows, the dead rise. What do they hope to achieve?
They want to learn the secrets of life and death.
Lift the shroud from the wheel. They build walls in their hearts. Why do they not share what they make?
Many people don't trust animancers.
The hound cannot recognize itself. It growls at its own reflection. Should we fear it too?
We'll say no knowledge is good or evil. What matters is how we use it.
Fire that burns the forest feeds the soil with its ash. We have learned much. Dream of soaring wings in your repose.
Right then. Got another teaching session with our soul invader. Ranger headquarters. That's interesting. Rolling crags. Okay, so it looks like the next place we go is here. Yeah, I think. Okay, so where's the? Yeah, the dragon heart is way over there. I think the lake. The lake is what we want. Something fucky is happening at the lake, and it's one of the closer objectives anyways. Let's see. What is around this corner? I have yet to see what is beyond the city in this direction. It seems like we are in the low grounds. And now we are traveling up. This area is split into different kind of land chunks of land by like various rivers, it seems like. Lots of bridges. Well, not that many chunks. Alright, and I think that's a good place to stop. So, that was interesting. Let's see here. We got what to write when continuing to find treasure map solution question mark. There we go. Gotta remember that. Thank you for hanging out with me. It seems I was mistaken about other companion, because I'm pretty sure Giatta is the person I'm thinking of. So, it seems we're meeting Companion 3 and 4 in this region, and there are potentially a lot more regions ahead of us. We're starting to branch into more wizard abilities now. We've got our temporary health thing. This quit to main menu is being kind of slow. But, I mean, we did save, so... Oh, boom. You did it. You did it. Alright, so... I'll see you next time. Thank you for hanging out. And we will learn all about this weird place where the zombies are treated like goats. When I return. Goodbye.